What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at none other than the S.H.Figuarts MASHLE. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to act like I know. I'm pretty sure you guys don't either. But anyway, we're going to be taking a look at MASH Burnedead from the MASHLE anime, and this is one that I have not watched yet. At first I saw the trailer and it didn't really catch my attention, but just recently I saw a fight yesterday on an Instagram reel that looked like it was pretty heat, so I think I'm going to sit down and give this anime a try right after I review this figure, just so it's not a biased review in case I end up loving it. Now anyway, I've wasted enough time. Let's dive right into the sexy packaging. Now for the box, as usual, you do have the window where you can see the figure as well as some of the accessories. It says MASH Burnedead right there. I don't know why that's his name. That's a very interesting name, but hopefully we find that out in the anime. S.H.Figuarts MASHLE at the bottom. Tamashii Nation's Bandai. We've got some images of the figure all along the package. Full body image right there. Nothing much going on top. An image of him lifting the weights at the bottom. My boy's about the gains. And then on this side, it just says his name. Then on the back, you got some crazy poses you can get this figure into. And I don't know if you guys have seen anything on this guy, this character himself, but yo, this man is about the hands. That's one thing I want to go ahead and throw out there. From the clips that I've seen, this man will throw down. So be ready when you get ready to watch it if you choose to do so. Anyway, let's go ahead and bust it open because I'm pretty excited to take a look at this one. Now, straight out of the package, taking a look at this figure, immediately the first thing I think of is this guy is definitely a creation based on a combination of other different anime, man. I don't know what it is, but I see some Zatch Bell in here. I see some Detective Conan. I see a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen, but I think that's a bit too new to throw in there. And then I've also heard some people say Harry Potter. We'll get into that later, but this guy's definitely a mixture of some things, and I think that's pretty cool because there's nothing like inspiration when it eventually brings about creative freedom. This anime seems to be one that's going to be all over the place, and I'm pretty excited to go ahead and watch the first episode once I'm done with this review. But anyway, let's not dive too far off. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure so we can examine some of the details further. Now, the very first thing I noticed taking an up close look at this figure is the completely uninterested expression on his face that is covered by the chili bowl hairstyle that he has. This guy looks like he has no interest whatsoever in anything that is taking place in front of him. Whatever he's feasting his eyes upon just doesn't seem like he cares about it at all. I love the little line work underneath the eyes. I also love this little line right here. I don't know what that is, but that's why I said it's giving me Zatch Bell vibes. I feel like there is probably some significance to it, which will be explained in the anime, or at least I hope it does. Now, the suited body for the torso and the pants is kind of what made me think Detective Conan, and then the jacket and everything is what gave me the Harry Potter feel. But I'm really digging this thing, man. It's not a whole lot going on here. There's a ton of sculpted wrinkles all throughout the suit. He's got this logo on the back of his jacket. These little flat pieces right here are on hinges, and it's a very, very soft plastic. I like what they did with this. This is actually really good, man. For the most part, Tamashii Nations has been killing it with the plastic they've been using for their figures. Now, you do have some screw-ups like Zoro, but we're not going to talk about that. The arms and everything look really big in comparison to the rest of the body, which is on the more slender side. But it looks like he's wearing pretty much a trench coat, so it is to be expected. The sleeves are going to be huge, so it's not really anything that throws off the proportions. The belt and everything's painted very nicely. You got the wrinkles painted in or sculpted into the pants, and then of course you also have the creases that were sculpted in as well, looking very nice, man, all the way down to the ankles where you can tell these are skinny jeans because they pretty much are slim fit to his legs. And then we've got the shoes that resemble that JJK style, more so Megami, which is why I said I was thinking JJK, but again, this anime is more on the newer side and so is JJK. But still, man, I really am digging the look of this character, man. It's very simple and to the point, but that doesn't take away from how good it is. So anyway, let's go ahead and put him back and take a look at how tall he stands. Now, when it comes to his height, to the top of his head, as you guys can see, he's pretty much right there at 6 inches, as a lot of the Tamashii Nation figures I've been reviewing are at right now. They're pretty much standing right at that 6-inch mark, unless they're pretty much drawn to be taller characters. And so I'm fine with that. At least they're keeping with the consistency. That alone makes me happy. Articulation wise, he looks up only about that much before the hair is touching the back of the jacket, so you can't really expect much from that. His chin does go all the way down, so those looking down poses won't be a problem. You can move that head around however you want. I'm pretty sure it's on a double ball peg. Yeah, it most definitely is, and I'm glad that they've started utilizing this more now with their newer figures, so that's good. Now the arms and everything work very, very well. The T-pose is not going to be a problem at all. I really dig that. He does have a built-in butterfly joint. It isn't, actually I'll take that back. It's not like the most effective or anything, but it works well enough for how small his torso is in comparison to the size of the arms. So that's pretty dope for me. When it comes to the arms themselves, he does have a bicep swivel that works well. They could have done this with Zoro, but we're not going to talk about that. He does have double jointed elbows that work so much better than I thought, and there's no gapping in there like a lot of the figures they've been doing with the bigger sleeves. This isn't the best look, but it's not bad at all. It's very effective. I think if they would have sculpted a few wrinkles in there, it would have made it almost, I'm not going to say seamless, but it still would have looked really damn good. Now right here at the wrist, you can maneuver the hand around however you want with pretty much no limitation, man. This is really dang good. This moves very, very well, so happy about that. Now at the diaphragm, oh, didn't know that piece was about to turn out like that, but yeah, therefore articulation purpose, these do turn out. So yeah, that caught me off guard, like for real. But anyway, at the torso, look at this guy, man. I'm trying to move the diaphragm. He leans forward about that much, leans back very well. Also, when you use the waist, he leans forward even more, so that's good. And he doesn't really lean back all that much at the waist, so you're not going to get much out of that. He does get swivel, works very, very well, man. This guy is going to move around for sure. Kicks up all the way, man. He can kick you in the face if he wants to. Doesn't kick back. Actually, I'll take that back. He does kick back. Not a whole lot, but just enough. And doing the splits, whoo, that's good. That is really damn good, man. Look at that. He can do the splits, no problem. At the swivel right here, or thigh swivel right here, look at that. Very well. At the knees, double jointed, so he can give somebody like a rising high knee if he wants to, so that's dope. This guy can pose, man, like for real. The foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Decent ankle rocker, especially with the way that the pants are designed. And then he does have a toe hinge as well. So when I tell you this figure can pose, man, there is like nothing you can't do with this guy, for real. You can get this guy in superhero poses, all kinds of things, man. This thing is gonna do well. You can get him in those launching kicker poses. Let's see if I can zoom out and give you guys a better look at it. Let's see here. Look at that, man. This guy, this is sick. I'm having a lot of fun with this, yo. Look at that rising kick if you want to. You can get him in like the gear second pose for Luffy if you want, and obviously it's not going to be the best because I'm doing it on camera, but look at that, man. He looks up well enough that you can see his face, and then all you have to do is fix the flaps on the jacket, and then there you go. Like this thing, and I did the gear second pose wrong, so let's fix that real quick. Look at this, man. Why does this pose better? I know I keep bringing up One Piece. Why does this pose better than the One Piece figures, man? This is so damn good. Look at that. That's crazy. For this type of body, that is absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. Now, when it comes to accessories for this guy, you actually get quite a few. First off, he comes with a neutral head sculpt, which basically every head sculpt you get with this guy is on the neutral side, except for maybe one. He also comes with a pair of fist hands. He comes with a pair of holding hands. The thumb and pointing finger is glued together, so you're not going to be able to open that unless you cut it open. He comes with a pair of holding hands. Then he comes with a pair of slightly stylish pose hands, kind of like he's fighting or like he's reaching to grab something. Then he comes with 2 left hands. One of these I think is for when he's like pointing down. Based on what I saw in the front of the package, it looks like he's kind of telling somebody like bow to me or something. Of course, I don't know what it's for, but that's my guess. And then he comes with 1 hand for holding the Harry Potter wand. See why I said I think there's a Harry Potter feel to it? There you go. Now when it comes to the faceplates, he comes with 1 uninterested faceplate kind of looking off to the side. He comes with 1 uninterested faceplate where it looks like he's looking down on his opponent. Then he comes with another slightly uninterested faceplate where he's drooling, and it looks like somebody flashed some food in front of him and he wants it. That's just my guess. Then he also comes with another uninterested faceplate where the cheeks kind of poked out and he's got some crumbs on his face. This is for when he's eating, I guess, this roll or whatever this is. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a really dope accessory, and he actually can hold this in one of the hands. It's for one of these. I don't know. On the package, you can see he's holding it in one of the hands. There you go. Just like that. So there is his roll. And then last but not least, he comes with probably the dopest accessory out of all of them. 2 sets of weights, man. And you would think this guy looks way too scrawny to be bench pressing these, but, well, not bench pressing, but lifting these, and apparently he can do it. These are dope, man. This is funny as hell. I cannot wait to watch him use these in the series. But anyway, good amount of accessories. I'm very happy. Moving on to size comparisons, I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Here he is standing next to a couple of S.H.Figuarts protagonists. We have the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Goku, the S.H.Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy, and of course the S.H.Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen Greatness Yuji Itadori. Here he is standing next to an S.H.Figuarts 2.0, 3.0 Bodycoon, the Figma Jujutsu Kaisen Greatness Honored 1 Satoru Gojo, and a Figma Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academia Deku. Last but not least, for some random extras, here he is standing next to a Dasen model Inuyasha action figure, a Metacom toy or Mafex the Batman action figure, and a Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man figure. Now, when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, I gotta be honest. I feel like this review is one of those ones where you look at the figure and it pretty much sells itself. Because if you paid attention, you'll realize I had absolutely no issue with this figure at all. Like, everything just seemed to work so well. There were no weird design choices. All of the articulation is very fluid. He's also extremely posable. He comes with a decent amount of accessories, and everything about this figure just is engineered perfectly. Like, you wouldn't expect this kind of articulation from a figure like this, and yet Tamashii Nations nailed it to a T. Like, this guy can pose effortlessly, and at the same time he's really fun to pose. Now granted, I might watch the anime and think, okay, well, it would have been cool if he came with more accessories such as more facial expressions or just any small little thing that might be added into the anime. But as it stands right now, in my opinion, this is a solid 10 out of 10 figure. Like, I really love this thing, and I know the expressions are very alike. Similar. All of them do kind of have that neutral look to him. That could be something that's in his character. Maybe he's just like a Saitama. He's a very flat character, but he will throw hands with you. And I've also noticed that the other figures in the line do seem to be a bit more expressive. So now I really can't wait to pick those up. I hate to say it, but it seems like this line is going to be one that falls flat. I haven't really seen people talking about this. I don't think there's any review on this figure yet. Or there's not one that has been mentioned, because I've had a lot of people in my comments asking me, was I going to get this? But yeah, he is pretty available. I've noticed you can still get him in the Japanese websites, and then he's also up for pre-order on all the domestic websites. So hopefully this line doesn't fall flat, man. I really want to see this one succeed, especially if they stay right around this $45 to about $60 price point. Now if they start getting higher than that, then yeah, I can see it definitely failing. But for now, I really hope that they continue to do what they do. Tamashii Nations absolutely nailed this figure. Objectively speaking, this is one of their best releases of the year. despite it being a character that I have no interest in, nor do I know anything about. And let me take that no interest part back because I am about to watch the anime. But still, solid figure, man. So hope that you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.